Good morning, tubers. Welcome back for another adventure. And if you take a quick look at my tailgate, you'll realize that I had a flea market extravaganza this weekend. So I found a lot of the things I've actually kind of been using and have been after. As an example, carburetors. I got these for 10 bucks each. PZ30s. And it says Kevin on them. Technology from Japan. So I don't know what exactly their stories are, but they do have the lever choke. The bowl is actually a little better quality metal, which means you don't get as much of that white power, which is great. And 2 air cleaners. Anyway, so the carburetors were $10 each. The air cleaners were $5 each, so a quick 50 right there. Tail lights. These tail lights are 6-volt models, 3 for $5. Really great for the CT 70s, right? These were $1 each. Going to kind of use that as a headlight. Another tail light. I'm not exactly sure they belong on motorcycles, but at $1 each, I just went for it. Multi-strand wire, that was free. Trailer plug was $3. This is one of those 5 plug models. Helpful when I'm building wire harnesses. $1, you know, stuff like that. Another person managed to pick up parts from a small China motorcycle that was upgraded. So he got the exhaust off of it, the muffler, handlebars, back shop, exhaust manifold, carburetor, including the cable, and I don't know, this pro taper. So that was, what did I give him for that? 25 bucks, I think. I think I went 25 bucks on that. Light bulbs, $3. Clips. It has $1, but I bought a whole bunch of stuff, so it was probably less than that. Hose clamps. These are the kind of thinner ones. That was $1. So, and I think that's all the motorcycle stuff. So, you know, I picked up a hoard of stuff when I have to look at it from a couple of different tables. I picked up the drill, the batteries, the charger, and this charger does NiCads as well as lithium ion. They were 20 bucks. My son's drill right there burned up, literally smoke, and supposedly some fire. I wasn't there to see the fire, but about the smoke, one could really smell it. So it's quite done. Picked up fan bits, polishing cloth. Most of this stuff that I'm telling you about that I don't mention the price were $1 or less, right? $1.50, right? The self-lighting torches were $1. This hoard of bolts was $1. You can see the $1 on the solder. That bit, $1. I think this was like $1/4. These were $4 each. They're metric. It says Crescent on them, but this was after the Crescent stuff moved overseas. This is Husky, you know, the Home Depot. It's missing a few. I gave the guy $5 for it. And then I found these guys for, he wanted 50 cents each, but I got a load of stuff from him. So they were probably closer to $1/4, right? Pliers. Whenever I pick up a pair of pliers that have a good feel to them, you know, they're nice and tight up here, I normally grab them. They were $1 or less each, right? This is one of those foldable sets, right? Feeler gauges. You can see $1. I bought that with another load of stuff, so it was probably less than that. This one specifically I was looking for. I discovered the last time I worked on this that I didn't have the exact wrench at 24. So I wanted to specifically get a 24, and this is just perfect for what I was after. You know, every once in a while I actually buy things with a purpose in mind. This is Proto, and I don't know how it ended up in the bag. I remember looking at it, and I bought a load of stuff from this woman, including like these 2 hammers. They were $1 each. Right, that guy and this guy. This guy has a little damage here, but the head is still attached well, so I'm just going to tape that up. These were $1 each. Nail files, I think that was 50 cents. A lot of times they're handy if you just need to do a little cleanup on something. Pick it up, work away at it. $2, $1 magnifying glasses, one of them's lit. These, once again, these guys probably 50 cents. $1, but I bought a load of stuff, so it was probably closer to 50 cents. This spark thing, this is beyond cool. Right, it was $1. Made in America. Is that cool or what? So, it's for lighting torches. Once again, I told you, for $4 for the entire set. Magnifying glasses. Now we're talking sheetrock stuff or deck. This whole box, those are recycled from a guy who opens up crates. So the whole box was only $4. But then once again, I bought a bunch of stuff from the person. So I mean, call that $1 and call that $1. If anybody has bought sheetrock or decking, Phillips head or star bits, you realize how much they cost. These guys really great for putting tarps on. Right, just put the tarp where you want it, clamp that over the pipe, and then after you fix it and tie it, everything stays right where you left it. So at $1 each, I'm always grabbing those guys. So that's the tool hoard I picked up. I tend to work on a lot of projects all at the same time, and it's a little easier if you like have these pans. These pans are actually of good enough quality where you can bring them in the house and use them, but they were about like less than $3 each, $2.66 if you care about the right price. The other nice thing about these pans, yeah, I can signal airplanes, but they also, I have a little bit of space up here, right? And if I'm trying to kind of put a project away, I can put them up there. The space was meant for these, but it's a little tight. Those thin aluminum ones just work so much better. There were a couple of people at the market doing like Amazon returns, so I bought a load of these. These were $1. They're like miniature drones. You kind of charge them up and you let them go and they self-fly. You don't control them. There's no remote control or anything, but they just kind of hover there. I thought they were really cool, so I bought a load of them. Probably paid less than $1 because I didn't think I bought nearly this many. And suddenly I see them all as I unpack the bags. I have the feeling that the person I bought them from just started stuffing them in the bag to get rid of them. So these mini drones, hopefully between all of them, I could take a couple of them and put them together. This is a couple of those remote control cars, a bunch of power adapters for iPhones. I just upgraded to iPhone, so there we are. This is a clone GoPro camera. I gave the guy a little less than $5 for it. I got some other stuff from him. You can see I have the door partway open. And the stick, the, what is it, selfie stick as it's called, that was $1 too from the electronics people. A couple of cars that remote control. The clapper with a remote control, I thought that was interesting. It was $1. The markers $1. I always pick these up whenever I see them, because see there are different plugs on it. That way it does my multiple of cameras. By the way, my primary camera seems to be lost. It got left or dropped in Pennsylvania. This was $1. It's a string of LEDs that you can plug in, just kind of to amuse myself. More Apple phone adapters. That's so that you go lightning to earplugs. We got to talk about the batteries. There's a place, Prospect Auto Parts, in New Oxford, Pennsylvania. He sells car batteries for $15 each if you give him a return, and $25 if you don't have the return. This is a Die-Hard Gold that's less than a year old. This one is a little over 2 years old, but once again, 15 bucks. That's just one that was at my son's house that's dead. It needs to be turned in. I guess I can keep going. I need to trim some trees. This is a brand new Ryobi postal. A guy had a bunch of them. He wanted 60. I gave him 45. And this one, this is Poulin. They wanted 5 for it, but once again, I bought it with a whole load of other stuff, so I got more than that. It doesn't look like it was hardly used. We are back to the tailgate. I had a flat tire and I had a few worms floating around, but I didn't have, you know, the, I don't know, sticker or whatever you want to call that thing. So, like that was $1. And I bought it last. This was $3. I bought it second to last. And this was, I bought this first, it was $5. So now I have plenty. Various adapters here. Probably in this whole pile I have 10 bucks. This is the battery tender version. So got plenty of ways of keeping my batteries all charged up there. This guy was free, and it is a jump pack, and it has 110 volts, and it has a radio, and it was free. So, you know, free, Harvey has to pick up everything that's free. Probably has 20 pounds, 30 pounds worth of battery in it. So from that point of view, I don't know, 30 pounds is worth $1.50 in battery. So I had to grab that, right? Free is free, and I had to bring that home. The only bad thing is I had to carry it, obviously. Okay, we are drawing to an end here. This is a Dyson Animal, and I haven't charged it up yet. It seems to have a little bit of a charge on it. It didn't come with the stick, but it came with the little brush. I don't know, my son says that's the little fabric cleaner thing. So anyway, that was $5, right? Can't go wrong for $5 there. These candles, tea lights, these are special because the see the way those things move? They actually look like they're flickering. They're really, really cool. So I grabbed those. The green tinted light bulbs, they were like $0.25. The Krypton bulbs were like $0.25. And when I bought stuff from the Amazon person, I think I paid her. I think these were $1 and these were $2. They're alkaline. I don't know. Hopefully they'll be halfway decent. I go through a lot of the 9-volt batteries with my meters. I keep forgetting them on, and then the battery's dead after a few days. So hopefully it works out. What I like about kind of getting all this stuff, you know, when I'm watching TV, if I ever get almost done with answering comments. You know, I kind of play with those for a little while, right? Set them up flying around the living room. Hopefully I can get a few of them working. This guy, you know, rainy day type project, that's always fun to work on, see what's going on with this thing. You know, it's got the digital display and the whole bit. I'm probably going to have to throw a battery on there, and it looks like for the jumper cable feature, you would kind of plug it in there. So I'm probably just going to have to rig a set of jumper cables, and that's why I grabbed these. Those are also for another project. As I pick things up, I was trying to kind of get stuff that would fit more into projects, more into immediate use, and less into, you know, hoarding, storing, junk like that. Believe it or not, on my way home, I managed to get all this into the cab. The bed was empty except for the broken broom. That was also free. But that's one of my least filled vehicles. You guys normally see it that that not only is the cab filled, but the bed is filled. There were no all-terrain vehicles that I ran across, so I tried. I didn't get anything there. I did drop by the golf cart place and asked him if he ever sold motors or transaxles, and his response to that was no. He rebuilds the motors and then sells them for $1,000 to $1,500, depending what it is. The transaxles, he says he wishes he could get all the transaxles he could, you know, the forward and reverse golf cart rear ends that he could, because he said he's always in need of them. So there we are. Other than losing my camera, it was a perfect weekend. I have no clue where the camera got off. Maybe the hotel will call me up and say, "We have your camera, come get it." Anyway, I want to thank you all for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Please remember, feet down, heads up, and I need you all to get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.